Yes, we can start.
We can.
Okay, we can live now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the opening ceremony of the CoreDAO's BTCfi Summer Hackathon. This is the first hackathon of the CoreDAO on DoraHacks. So for those who have not heard about CoreDAO yet, it's EVM-compatible smart contract on a Bitcoin-powered blockchain. For us, DoraHacks, it's very exciting to support this hackathon. And for those who don't know me yet, my name is Jan and I'm with DoraHacks. I will be hosting not only this opening ceremony, but also various workshops, such as the deep dive into the challenges and tracks, dev tools, and the submission guide. Also the introduction to Core Chain, building full stack dApps on Core Chain. And then there will be also different workshops from the partner projects, unlocking Bitcoin DeFi, non-custodial BTC staking on Core Chain, and so forth. So like from today till the 19th of July are a lot of different cool workshops. So for the audience, you should tune in. And if you do have like any questions or comments, feel free to post them into the comment section, either here or on Discord or on like the YouTube or Binance Live. We can answer them directly. With that being said, so it's very exciting to kick off this core hackathon. And we will get more into the details of this hackathon shortly. But overall, I wanted to express how excited we are to support this hackathon in conjunction with Core, giving developers this exciting opportunity to build core innovation related to Core. And I think it's super exciting because there is a prize pool of 30K in combined prizes plus follow-up grants from the Core Starter Program up to 220K for the top submissions. So I would start by sharing my screen with the presentation. Okay. So that's the opening ceremony. And next, a big thanks to all the sponsors. I would say we're going to have like each sponsor coming on stage and sharing something about their project and how they support this hackathon for like 2 or 3 minutes each. So feel free to go ahead. Someone from Tokensoft, or like how should we order it?
I'm happy to talk a little bit about Tokensoft. Thanks so much for the introduction. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm the head of operations at Tokensoft. We help projects launch and grow their tokens, and we provide a variety of different compliance services, as well as our software platform to run token distributions, token sales, governance, quests, and more. And we've helped over 100 projects launch over the past 7 years and raise about $1 billion. So I believe we'll be doing a session here at some point and talking through token launches and a lot of different things that we've seen projects doing and what works. And happy to answer questions anytime. Feel free to send me a message. I think I'm on the invite here, noah@tokensoft.com or @citizenwrit in Telegram.
Okay, so like next up, someone from Certec, I would suggest.
I guess they are not here, so
We can go on with Request Network.
Hi guys, thank you for having us here. I'm Thomas from Request Finance. So we provide for companies a suite of tools for invoicing, payment, and recently crypto accounting as well. We help them to manage easily payables, receivable, payroll expenses of the operation, also grant distributions, for example, or even price pool for hackathon could be documented through request and payout through request. And we are really happy to be here and to have this partnership with you guys, Core, since a while now that you're using Request. Two main things, actually. We recently acquired another tool called Consular Finance that allow companies to make crypto accounting easy. And also we provide now off-ramp services directly on the platform. So happy to talk it further and to be part of this hackathon with you guys. And yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, Halborn.
Hey guys, how you doing? Peter Nossel here. I'm a lead project manager for Halborn. We've been around for about 5 years now, 2019. So we're a full stack security firm focusing on Web3, traditional finance, DeFi. We've also we're responsible for the MetaMask demonic vulnerability. I've been working with CoreDAO for a couple years now, so really big fans of them. We've also worked on a couple SANS training courses, like blockchain smart contract security, and also a IoT penetration testing course. So check that out with SANS. Our main focus is on smart contract auditing, penetration testing, but also getting into advisory. We focus on DevOps and infrastructure, cloud and architecture assessments. But really happy to be here. Wish you guys the best. Have fun. So thank you.
Thanks a lot. So next up is Hakan.
Hey guys, very happy to be here. So yeah, we are a cybersecurity firm. I know we are having like so many representatives from the cybersecurity here. So we've been on the market also quite a while, from 2017. I wouldn't stop for quite a lot on the services. They're pretty well known as the smart contract audits, blockchain protocol, if we're talking about the layer 1 and layer 2s. Today, from the recent updates, I would say we became a part of ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Market. So this is our one of our focuses right now. We just finished the audit for European Commission. So also we position ourselves, I would say, the #1 cybersecurity firm in Europe. Happy to be here. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you so much. And last but not least, NLX.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Max from NLX. We're a native project on Core. We're building Bitcoin-backed perpetuals on chain, unifying all Bitcoin liquidity to provide straight exposure to different perpetual markets directly with your Bitcoin without having to sell to stablecoins. We're very excited to be here at this hackathon. Hope you guys are able to build cool products on top of NLX and build with our liquidity. And can't wait to see what you guys build.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. So next we're gonna have the intro to Core Chain. Should I stop sharing my screen, or would you like to let me know like how we should do it, or if I just should move to the next slide?
I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar, so you can keep going. I don't know.
Ramil, your preference. If you maybe just keep your screen up and I can prompt it. So we'll just do a brief intro into Core and some of the use cases here, if that works. Appreciate it. If we could go to the next slide, thanks. So hey everyone, I'm Brendan. I'm one of the initial contributors here at Core Chain. I'm super excited. I think this is the first hackathon of this kind, very Bitcoin focused. So we're excited to kick this off, and I think a few other contributors will be diving into some of the specifics there. So I'm just going to talk a bit about Core and kind of tee up some of the opportunities that are exciting and what we're focused on as a chain. So before I'll quickly introduce Core and then give some context. So Core is a Bitcoin secured layer 1 chain that's fully EVM compatible. And we're going to jump into the specifics of that shortly. But if you think of Bitcoin, launched in 15 plus years ago, kind of started this entire industry that we work within. It was normally kind of everyone's first inroad into Web3 and crypto. And we've seen many use cases since then explode, from smart contracts, NFTs. Now, if you're on crypto Twitter, it's literally hard to keep up with everything. But Bitcoin itself has remained largely unchanged throughout all that time. It's very secure. At this point, quite slower than most of the other chains, and doesn't enable native staking or things like smart contracts and dApps that you get on an EVM chain. So there's growing demand for Bitcoin itself with these ETFs, and this non-sovereign store of value has really kind of struck a chord globally at the moment. And then secondly, you've seen a lot of demand for other use cases from Bitcoin as Bitcoin itself, the network and the asset, has matured. You're looking at things like runes, ordinals. People are trying to contort the chain to do things. It's very exciting. but it really wasn't meant to do a lot of these use cases without native smart contracts. It's driving up fees, and therefore it's kind of led to a lot of folks trying to create Bitcoin scaling solutions, right, and build a new Bitcoin economy. So we're really excited to be part of that, and that's really the main focus with Core today. So we launched in January 2023. I think we've got some stats here. 18 million plus addresses, a lot of transactions on the network. We already have 50% of Bitcoin miners participating in the network today that help secure Core Chain. We have over 200 million staked of Bitcoin, so bringing Bitcoin holders in the ecosystem. And if you've checked us out on Twitter or Discord, we just have this rabid, awesome user base and community, because Core was a fair launch. So we didn't raise VC money before launching in January. We instead the chain took an approach of doing a large airdrop and including the community from day one within the chain. So you kind of see that reflected in some of our community numbers. If you want to go to the next slide here, thanks. So yeah, our goal, at Core is really to unlock this 1.5. I think it's probably more today, maybe probably around 1.5 trillion in Bitcoin utility, right? You've got this massive pool of liquidity, the apex asset in crypto that's historically not been able to do a whole lot. And I'm talking specifically about this value and liquidity trapped in Bitcoin. Haven't really been able to unlock it in any way due to the constraints of Bitcoin network. So yeah, what we've done is have brought Bitcoin security into the network. We really wanted to align all the Bitcoin holders within Core Chain. So we have miners who participate in the network, over 55% of which are delegating hash to secure the network. We've brought a native yield to Bitcoin. So we've also brought holders into the chain. You can non-custodially stake your Bitcoin. And so you do so without wrapping, bridging, or incurring any risk on your Bitcoin itself. You lock it on the Bitcoin network to help secure Core Chain and earn Core rewards, which come from our block rewards. And then, we've done things like a one-to-one bridge to bridge Bitcoin into Core, and we're enabling all these BTCfi use cases. And you got folks like NLX here that are building Bitcoin perps. There are AMM dexes. There are lend borrow markets for Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin-backed stable coins, all of which super excited about, and kind of lead to this mission vision of providing utility to Bitcoin. We can go to next slide. And I forgot, and I should mention everything's EVM compatible, obviously. So an environment that most devs are familiar with, very easy to launch, but brings kind of these Bitcoin participants into the network. So we talked a bit about the miners, the stakers. This is all just part of our novel consensus mechanism. So again, it's an EVM chain. Where we've really innovated is on the consensus layer. So as mentioned, miners delegate hash rate. Bitcoin holders can stake Bitcoin, and if you hold Core, you can also stake Core. We use all three of those to basically create a hybrid score for our validators, which are elected each day, which makes the network very secure and difficult to attack, because these are three very difficult things to acquire. And since the launch of Bitcoin staking and the success of that, it's made the network quite a bit stronger as well. So that's how our consensus works, and it's very different than probably anything you have seen. I think we can go next slide. So we talked about some of the numbers already. No need to be more repetitive here. I will say that Bitcoin staking, has really been a hit. We launched about 6 weeks ago, and put that into the consensus of Core, and it's already had over 200 million staked. We're really excited about that product and kind of this risk-free yield that comes to Bitcoin, where we're already seeing restaking providers and earn wallets for Bitcoin, all built on top of this risk-free rate for Bitcoin that's coming from the staking product. So these are all interesting use cases. You can think about things as, what can this yield power with DeFi products or other dApps? And we're seeing a lot of exciting use cases already. I think we can go next. And as I mentioned, these are some of the existing use cases. So we've launched things like traditional exchange traded products. These are very similar to ETFs. We launched the world's first yield-bearing Bitcoin ETP with a company called Valor. So you can buy Bitcoin from a brokerage account that is generating yield of, I believe that product earns about 3.5% a year. We're looking to roll out multiple of these products with obviously partners over the coming years. Liquid Bitcoin staking, very interesting. Looking to build almost like a staked Bitcoin that can earn this risk-free rate, but also be deployed into DeFi applications like lend borrow markets, and almost become the base layer of core chain, where you have this liquid Bitcoin token that is accruing value as opposed to just a one-to-one peg. And then obviously with the rise of Eigenlayer, seen a lot of interesting use cases in terms of ETH staking. A lot of folks thinking about Bitcoin restaking use cases, and again, Core really sees itself at the base of all these products by really powering these products with this risk-free yield that's come from staking. And then, yeah, lastly, our ecosystem is growing rapidly. We are seeing great progress on both active users and TVL, but more importantly, builders actually deploying products. I think in terms of Bitcoin chains, we have by far the most amount of dApps deployed and being used, and the usage numbers are looking great. So got a lot of Bitcoin specialized dApps, and then a lot of other just general dApps and infrastructure, things like account abstraction, high performance oracles, NFT marketplaces if your product needs that. There are a lot of tools here, the graph, Subsquid. So a lot of the things are in place here to build whatever your heart desires. And we're really excited to have all this in place to support builders on Core Chain. And I think that's it. Very excited. We're on a mission again. So Core is a Bitcoin-powered Layer 1 chain that's fully EVM compatible. Our mission is to unlock this 1.5 trillion in Bitcoin liquidity, bring it on chain, and really help scale these Bitcoin-fi use cases through Core Chain. So that's a bit about Core. I think we're going to hand it off from here.
Thank you, Brandon, for giving the overview of the intro of the Core Chain, that what are the applications has been built, how we are transferring the Bitcoin economy, transferring to Core Chain 1.5 trillion economy. So this is the purpose of the BTCfi Summer Hackathon, that we want to EVMs builders, Ethereum builders can build on Core Chain because of the flexibility of the Core Chain, that it is EVM compatible. So we are organizing this hackathon with the collaboration of the DoraHacks with our sponsors and we are calling all the builders, developers to build applications by this hackathon, participate in this summer hackathon. Next slide, please. So actually, what is the BTCfi Summer Hackathon? The overall goal is to build the $1 trillion BTCfi economy on Core Chain. So we are excited to announce for BTCfi Summer Hackathon. It's a 12-week event to drive innovation into the Bitcoin economy. We are aiming to BTCfi developers, EVM developers, Ethereum developers, so they are invited to participate in this hackathon to build decentralized applications on Core Chain. Either it is the gamify application, socialfi, DeFi, any applications they are thinking and they are capable to build and bring value to Core Chain in terms of TVL, DAU. So we are very happy to onboard them. Also, there is purpose of this that we are enhancing the developer network for strengthening the core into the BTC narrative, because our narratives is about the BTCfi. So join us into the groundbreaking initiative to shape the future of blockchain technology and exposure to the core ecosystem by using BTCfi ecosystem. So what is the requirement of this one? Anyone can apply for this hackathon, who can easily build applications of the web, mobile apps for BTCfi. Team must have experience, those who have a very good experience into the Web3 ecosystem, Web3 development, those who are from the Web2 part, they can easily participate it. We are providing 24/7 support. You can check our documentation if is there any requirement for the Hello World application for the starter programs. Our team is available on our Discord that can guide you about creating the applications, but we are preferred to those who have built applications before. They can participate it. So the timeline of this is the 12 weeks has been started June 6th has launched it, and August 19 is the demo day. So today is the 10th of June, which is the opening ceremony of BTCfi Summer Hackathon. In timelines for that, on June 6th, we have launched. Application period has been started, and from June 6th to July 21 is the application period that you can submit your projects, your builds, any applications that you have built before or you are creating. It's a very good time frame for you. That's 1.5 months approximately that you can build applications. There is a screening period from July 21 to August 5, and then the winner announcement. The screening period will be go like that. Our sponsors, they will be our judge as well from the internal judges and the external judges from our sponsor side, and the demo day will be happening on August 19. So yes. What tracks in which category that builders can participate, what type of applications they build. So we have 8 tracks, and we are looking for you that if you can build applications on these tracks, it's very, very good. If not, that whatever that you want to build, we are happy to onboard applications. So number 1 is about the core BTC innovations, BTCfi ecosystem expansion, core utility and adoption, gamify applications. Just for your info, we have a game jam is also happening. So you, if any application that is those who have not participated into the game core chain BNB through core chain game jam, so they can easily participate into the gamify applications category of BTCfi Summer Hackathon. We have track of the decentralized social network, infrastructure improvement, intent-centric, and the core DeFi bot integrations. All these tracks and the challenges will be go into the day sessions, which will be held. We are holding in June 13th. So the next session we will go very deeply about these tracks. That what are they? What are the focus and the goals of these tracks? Please move to the next slide. So how are the team chosen? That any team that have the DeFi experience, they could include previous hackathon, personal projects, or the professional in the field. A strong portfolio that they have worked before onto the demos or prototype. They have already built it and they want to make a deployment onto core chain. We are happy to bring their projects on core chain. About the direct invite, we know some of the builders that has requested for about the hackathons, that when the hackathon is going to be happening. So we have also invited some of the direct invite from token 2049, also that the Austin event happened, consensus from US. So there are some direct invites that we have sent, but anyone can apply for this hackathon. How are projects judged? So there are categories, and some of the percentage I've said that about the core integration, that how you're utilizing the core utility in your projects, utility, and what are the impact of the utility that you have integrated, how much value that it is bringing to the trivial part on the daily active users, innovations, and the originality, that how much the project is innovative. For example, that Brandon has mentioned that there is Bitcoin backed stable coin, which is a very unique project. So how means that what is the innovations and the originality of the project is there. We will judge the project on top of it. Code based simulation, that either the code that you have wrote, it is well written, audited, or it is open source that you can scale it. We have a starter program. There you can just apply for it, and we have help on side take, so they can give you the discount for your audits. Latest feasibility and the eligibility of the incubations, scalability, how much your project is scalable in terms of the new users onboarding. Last but not least, about the design and the utility, how good your UI UX, how your UI UX is user friendly, the users can easily communicate with it, interact with it. So these are the metrics that we are judging for evaluating of the projects. So about the price part one, that we have over 250K in price available. So it is a very good price. We are giving the top one project, which is around $50,000. Top two on the top second category, the project price will be the 10,000, and third category, which is the price around the 5,000. We have a core starter program, which is around up to $220,000 worth of prices are there, which are the you can services that you will get, and we will help you to get all these services from our side. For example, about the Google Cloud subscriptions that we are providing into our starter program, about auditing, protocol auditing, help on take. They are here, and we have a special discount from the request finance if you're providing your paychecks to, and you request you need the solutions that we have a request finance. They are also will provide you the discounts on your subscriptions. So this is the BTCfi Summer Hackathon, that what we are doing about the tracks, evaluations of the projects, about the prices path, and intro to the code change side. Next slide. It's about the price allocation. So what you will get about the price allocation part, the first price that will take around the 15K. So they will get about the access to the DeFi development resources. They will have a dedicated workshops on DeFi development. Our BD team, growth team, they will help on their projects. Featured into the BTCfi ecosystem newsletter. We have a weekly newsletter where you will be featured. We have a core starter program, all the services that you will be eligible, and for the applications and the discounts. Brandon from our side and myself and our team will help you to get all these services. Priority access to the DeFi partnerships. We have a core foundations and the core ventures. Those who have a very good projects, we are increasing and participating to investments with the partnerships, with the DeFi partnerships to the projects, and the social media highlights with our strong and very good marketing team that will help you about your social media highlights, social media engagements, and you will get the complete marketing support. This is same for the second place as well, also somehow with the third place, but some of the points that third place prizes will not get. Q&A. Yeah. So if there is any questions, and you can just ask, so we can provide the answer.
Okay, so maybe you could also share like what's the best way to ask questions, like on your Twitter. Like how can the developer community engage with you if there's that question, if they need support?
Yes. So if there are any questions or anything, we have a dedicated Discord. There is a channel about the hackathon, so they can ask the questions onto our hackathon channel. Our Discord team, our takeoffs team will provide the answers, all their queries, and they will answer them onto Discord.
So I think it's best if people would reach out on the Discord and ask those questions. So thanks a lot. We're super excited about supporting this hackathon, and I will share more about how hackers can submit their project on the DoraHacks platform, which will be also used as the information hub. So here you can see the DoraHacks platform. And another thing to mention here again is that there's like 30K in combined prices, plus follow-up grants from the core starter program up to 220K for the top submissions. There will be a lot of opportunities for developers to showcase their project and get feedback. So I will walk you through the submission process and submitting your project to the BTCfi Summer Hackathon. So let's get started. On top, you can see like the different hackathons that are ongoing, but there's also this like slide bar, and you could also find it here. But let's move over to the hackathon section. If we click on it, we will end up on the core DAO's BTCfi Summer Hackathon. You find all the important information here, like the key dates, how to participate, the more infos and documentations about the sponsors, the submission requirements, how to get started, a link to the support channel, then also more developer documentation, all the different tools you can integrate as a developer. And then here are the different tracks. So please take a look, navigate through the platform, get familiar, and then there's also an overview of the different prices. So let's get started by signing in. On here on the top right, you can sign in. You can easily use your GitHub account. You can log in with a wallet, but let's log in with an email account. Let's get a code, might take a few seconds. Okay, now we've logged in, and what you need to do first is you need to click on register as a hacker. Now we have registered as a hacker, and then the next step is to click on submit BUIDL. On here you can select a BUIDL, but so far there's like no options available. We will create next a BUIDL, and once that is created, you can also select one of the tracks you would like to apply for. So let's create a new BUIDL. Here you can insert a name for it, like let's just call it BTC DeFi. You can insert a logo. And then you can also write a short description. Brings DeFi to the Bitcoin ecosystem. And here you can write a detailed description. And you can select a category and select different tags. And most important is that you also include a link to your GitHub repo. So the judges can verify your code, can test your application. Then you can also insert a URL to your demo video, to your demo that's like a clickable prototype where the judges can interact with their wallet to do different interactions. And then you can also upload a video which is your demo. Here you can include information about your team. So like we are a team of lovers. And you can also invite different team members. So if they are not member of DoraHacks yet, you can just send them an invite and they will be added to your team. Also, you can include that you're recruiting, so that's how you can also find other team members. And here, it's also important that your description is very detailed. So you can include a list of bullet points, a numbered list. You can insert different links, different screenshots or videos. So that helps judges to understand more about how your project works and looks like. So please take some time to upload a very detailed description. And then here you can also insert a link for verification. Here as well. Once that is done, we can just submit the BUIDL. And here in the final step, we need to select the BUIDL and select one track. And here, as a developer, you get asked the question, what developer tools do you think are currently not present in the core ecosystem that would benefit you in future hackathons? So also add some answer here. That would be it on like how to submit your application to the BTCfi Summer Hackathon. It might take 24 hours or 48 hours until you would see your BUIDL, since it takes some time to verify it. Yeah, if there is like any questions, feel free to ask them. We're happy to give you support, and yeah, looking forward to seeing a lot of very exciting and interesting projects building on top of Core and fueling the DeFi and Bitcoin ecosystem a lot more. I would say that would be it on my end. If any of you guys would have any other remarks, feel free to share. So I think that would conclude our opening ceremony today. Super excited about all the upcoming workshops. And yeah, see you at the next session. If you guys want to share some last words, feel free and go ahead.
Thank you everyone that has joining, especially for our sponsors that has participating it, and we are welcoming all the builders to participate in this summer BTCfi Summer Hackathon, and you will get rewarded very good prices as well, and you will get a very good support for building the applications for the BTCfi narrative apps. Thank you everyone. Brandon, do you want to say something?
I think you rocked it, Ramil. Very excited. I think it's going to be a fun summer.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Excited for this.
Thank you, everyone. It's
Excited for the future of Core.
going to be
Bye.
fun.
Thank
Happy
you.
hacking, everyone. Thank you and see you.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks. See ya.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.